Good morning and welcome to Orca News. The headlines. President Limson visited Lubhart Village on its first founding anniversary. Major election events happening this week. And the Shudler Station railing project has been completed. President Limson visited Lubhart Village on Sunday on its first founding anniversary. The autonomous village of Lubhart was founded on January 21, 2021. The president once again thanked the people of Lubhart for their support and trust in the country. With regards to the upcoming elections, the people of Lubhart are delighted to be one in the nation and electing a new government. They will be having their first elected mayor in the village by the day of inauguration. The president told that in the next administration, there will be huge changes in the village into nearby places. Paikot City will be expanded further to interconnect the autonomous village. The proposed Lingus line will further connect the city to the village in the coming years. Various infrastructure projects are being planned for the whole village. Various election events are to take place within this week. More to report from Paul. Paul?
Yes, Carson. The political parties for this election will be having their final campaigning forum that will be live-streamed live on their respective social media platforms. Congress will be ending the campaigns by Thursday to give way for an election pause on Friday. Likewise, local governments in the whole of Landova will take hold of the protocols of the governments still due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Voting precincts will be limiting their capacity for voters at a time. Congress is recommending that all who may be not feeling well on the day of the elections have to vote right away by mail-in or postal voting. While voting procedures are the same as before and as follows. The guidelines for voters. Voters are not allowed to bring excessive and expensive items in the polling area. Security will be managing the area. The time allotted for voting in the precinct is only for about 10 minutes. Exceeding time will be requested to leave the premises for safety measures. The procedures for voting are the following. When coming into the precinct, please register at the counter area. The person in charge or the election officer will give you the ballot. In the ballot, there will be an assigned serial number of the ballot. After registering, write in the serial number of your ballot from the registration paper. After writing the corresponding needs in the registration, the election officer will take you to the polling area where you will be seated and you will be casting your vote. In the ballot provided, there are certain instructions that you will see. First is that use a black pen or pencil to fill in the oval which the polling area on the table will be provided. The second is to vote, fill in the oval at the side of your preferred candidate. The third is, do not vote for two or more candidates in an office, this will be marked void and invalid. Fourth is that if you make a mistake, tear, or deface the ballot, you may return the ballot to the election official or person in charge and ask for another ballot. And finally, if you are done voting, write in your signature at the bottom and you may drop the ballot to the ballot box or drop box that will be seen beside the registrar area. Important notes in the ballot are first, any unnecessary markings and/or multiple votes on the ballot will be marked void. And any illegal or unwanted actions in the voting room and on the ballot will be held liable for charges. Those are the procedures in voting for today's elections. The citizens of Two-Door will also be needing to cast their vote whether they agree or disagree on the establishment of the proposed nuclear power plant in the area. Voters must only tick their answer on the corresponding box as seen here. The vote count for the referendum will be tallied after the vote of the next Fourth Congress. This will ensure the reliability and the agreement of the people on whether or not the establishment of the nuclear power plant will be enacted. Voting hours are from 6 in the morning up to 7 in the evening on the day of the elections. Congress will be strict on the counting and validating of ballots from 8 to 10 in the evening. All ballots must be counted before 10 in the evening. Our live coverage of the election night will be at 9 p.m. on Saturday, February 12th. Back to you, Carson.
Thank you, Paul. The Shuttler Station railing project has been completed. More to report from Ludward. Ludward?
Yes, Carson. The Shuttler Station railing project has been completed last Saturday. The Landova Metro Transit System, or the LMTS, stated that they have now begun operations of the new rails in Shuttler. They have also cleared out huge spaces in the station and used them as a utility area. The LMTS has also renovated the station and added portable telephone booths. Back to you, Carson.
Thank you, Ludward. Here's our weather for today. Landova is still once again COVID-19 free. Vaccination is still ongoing for phases 1 to 4. The total doses administered are now at 10,191. Partially vaccinated individuals are now at 6,377, and the fully vaccinated are now at 3,814. President Limson has temporarily lifted all COVID-19 alert levels in Landova for the upcoming election day. The president also stated that Phase 5, or the private sector, and employed workers for the vaccination will begin next week. And that's it for today's news. This is Carson Elgers, reporting for Orca News. Good morning, everyone.